My name is Devon and I am a senior at the University of Wyoming. Yeah, so growing up, I was born in Utah. I lived there until I was about 8 years old, and my parents weren't necessarily in the church, but some of my family was. But needlessly, I never actually learned anything about God in my childhood. When I first came to college, my first thought was like, wow, this is a pretty crazy place. And after a little while, I kind of realized that it was sort of a place that you could feel really invisible if you didn't have a group or clique. Me personally, I kind of believed that God was just a myth, that he was an excuse. I would say that I was probably just atheist. I didn't really understand any kind of deity or any kind of higher power and didn't really pursue any knowledge of it. I simply accepted that I didn't believe in any. I found myself seeking a lot of things that I could never find and never really understand. There was always something kind of missing in my life, and I couldn't really tell what that was. It was just me constantly searching for the next thing that brought me happiness. It wasn't long into the year that I found myself really broken and really trying to seek stuff that I couldn't find. And by the end of that first year of college, I was a very broken soul. Yeah, Daniel Good was one of the first people I met at the Wyoming Navigators. He was a big factor in kind of being my mentor in my beginning of learning about Christ. It actually wasn't until my second year of college and almost a full year of knowing the Navigators that I finally decided that I could give it a try and find out what the Bible really had in it. When I first actually started reading the Bible, the first couple of weeks me and Daniel were in John, I think that I just kind of told myself, just keep going, maybe some more stuff will make sense later. Like maybe it's a really hard math problem and you just got to go through to find the answer. And then it wasn't honestly until I started praying and asking to find God that I started really seeing him. So in 2018, suddenly they all started talking about this event called Journey. And I had no clue what Journey was, but I did know everyone was really excited to go to it. Something was holding me back from necessarily just accepting Christ, but I could tell that this night was going to be important. So I was actually praying a lot leading up to it and saying, I don't know what's going to happen at Journey, I don't know what I need, but I'm very excited that I know that something is going to happen. Going into Saturday night, I was reading the Bible kind of on my own without Daniel, which was pretty rare at this point because I wasn't entirely sure what to read or how to read it. But I felt a calling towards 1 John 4:8. And 1 John 4:8 talks about love and how God is love. And love was something that I never really understood growing up. It was just something I always sought from people. When we finally started on Saturday night, we got into some really good worship. And next thing I know, I'm looking around in this room full of 800-900 people, and it's just emotion and tears and happiness and love. I saw it in all of their lives and all their eyes that they had found this love, this peace, this joy. And in that moment, I decided that has to be God. There's no other explanation for this love that they have. And that night is when I actually decided that I would put Christ in my life. So as soon as I felt it in my heart and decided that no matter what, there's nothing I could explain besides God, I went up to Daniel Good, the person who I started reading the Bible with. He was the leader of my Bible study at the time. And I said, Daniel, I can really feel it. I can really tell this is God. And the next morning during a devotional, Daniel says, hey, I think we should go over 1 John 4:8 today. And I was like, Daniel, you don't even know. I would love to go over 1 John 4:8. My current identity today is that I am a child of God, saved by Christ, living every day to fulfill his will and grow his kingdom. I think that if I could talk to someone who was not only in a similar position as me, but someone who might not be quite there yet, I would like to tell them one thing. As long as you have your eyes and heart closed to God, you will never see him. But the moment that you open your eyes and heart, you will never lose him. My name is Devon Tanner, and I am a child of God.